The internet has had many renditions. Web 1 was a time where the internet was a jumbled mess of hyperlinks, where companies like Google started creating the world's first search engines and changed the way everyday people interacted with the internet. Web 2 is the current era of the internet, where people use social media, online shopping, and streaming services. Web 2 has completely changed the way people interact with each other. And continuing to innovate and connect people every day, it has completely changed the world. The next rendition is coming, Web 3. Whether you like it or not, the internet is about to change drastically. The virtual world is about to become the real world. The combination of mixed reality and blockchain tech are going to change the way we interact with the internet permanently. We already spend most of our time on the internet, and when the wearable technology gets better, it's going to be just as immersive as the real world. Today I'm going to explain a very small aspect of that future, NFTs. NFTs are the foundation of the metaverse. Using blockchain technology, they're going to ensure a secure way for people to trade goods in the real life and virtual world, from houses and smart contracts to items in video games. I'm going to talk about the current world of NFTs. If it's easier to compare them to baseball cards or rare watches, then go ahead, because otherwise I'm not going to try to explain why people are buying JPEGs. So I'm going to go throw on my headset and try to explain this all to you.
Do you like money? Do you have to pay the occasional bill or two? How about a little bit of extra financial freedom? Today I'm going to show you how to use emerging technologies and a little simple strategy to navigate and trade in the current world of NFTs. This is Dave. Dave, come on out here. Dave recently got divorced by his wife, Sandra. She took all his money and his children. And today, I'm here to tell you about the fact that Dave bought NFTs. Now Dave is still alone, but now he's rich. Dave, tell them how great you feel. Dave feels great.
I feel fantastic. What? Hey, you didn't let me finish there.
Most of you have been using the internet in some form of NFTs for most of your life. From renting movies, to streaming things on TV, to purchasing items inside of video games. NFTs have always been a part of our lives without us even knowing. From the social media posts we make, to the apps and games that we download today. Oh my goodness!
Why, hello.
It's Elon Musk! Instead of painfully explaining the science behind the blockchain and why many of the world's top minds believe is the future of our security, currency, and entertainment, I'm just going to explain it nice and simple. The blockchain is simply a means of identifying and securing property rights on the internet. Instead of paying $60 for a game and that money going directly to whatever dude sits up there at Activision and yells at his minions to crank out another Call of Duty every year, that $60 will act as an investment into the economy of the game and becomes the total value of your account. Theoretically, you could give that $60 worth of whatever in-game currency, let's say rubies, to a friend, and continue playing on an account valued at $0. And let's say you do just that. Your friend has swindled the rubies away, and now you're broke. You're just a sad, lonely traveler with no items. Let's say you start, punching trees. When you spend however much time it takes to cut down a tree and that piece of wood goes into your inventory, it's worth 10 cents. Now you get a bit frustrated after spending 15 minutes cutting down a tree and being rewarded your 10 cents, so let's say you get off the game. You don't touch it for a while. Let's say a few years have passed since then. Millions of players have created accounts, and they too have pumped more and more money into the game's overall economy. The value of that piece of wood you chopped could be worth exponentially more. Now this is all just an example, but I'm just trying to show that in the future, every single tiny part of our video game worlds will have value, and that value will go up or down depending on the amount of money in circulation, just like real life. That's just one market that will be affected by the blockchain. Almost every angle of entertainment and productivity will be transformed by this technology. So, the reason people are buying JPEGs is because this is an exciting part of history that will quickly become the norm, and those of us who can see the ripple effect of innovation know that in the future these first steps of Web 3 are going to be worth a damn lot someday. Now before I start explaining the strategy I've learned over the past 2 years to turn multiple $2,500 investments into $20,000 plus profit, I'm going to explain how to get started. First, you're going to want to create or purchase a crypto wallet, either online using one of the plethora of available crypto wallets or purchase a physical crypto wallet, which is much more secure when you're dealing with a house worth of crypto. Just don't lose it. Purchase some Ethereum. I'd say comfortable amount would be around 5 to 10,000, which is an average of 2.1 ETH to 4.2. Although you can always start small. I started by putting $200 out of every paycheck into Ethereum until I had enough to invest. Create an account on OpenSea and link your crypto wallet. There are other services I've used before, but OpenSea seems to be the main go-to for most traders. Don't rush. Learn the market. Watch what other major players in the space are doing and what projects are trending at the moment. Learn what NFTs are viewed as long-term players or short-term flips. Observe social media and follow investors' advice, as if you'd invested to see if you would have made or lost money. You want to find a small pocket of influencers, advisors, and entrepreneurs that you trust by carefully following the consistency of their wins and losses. Get lucky. Sometimes there are 3 or 4 promising projects a day. Sometimes there's a dry spell for a month. Nevertheless, follow the market every day, create a routine, and check the social media side and analytical side evenly. You never know when the next big project might come along. Find a project. There are a few steps I like to take whenever I come across a new project by myself or by a reference. First, do some of your own research. What's the purpose behind the project? Is there an incentive to hold them for longer? Are there accompanying perks or benefits? Make sure you understand the hype and believe in the project yourself. If you got the recommendation from an influencer, then check their wallet. All crypto wallets are public, and you can track their purchases and sales to make sure they haven't been paid to promote the specific project, even if they don't do promotions and you trust them. It's better safe than sorry, so I always check to make sure. Once the project has been cleared, there's a very simple way I like to approach each project. If it's a collectible, I like to buy 3 NFTs, typically around 2,000 each, so if it's an emerging project, that'll go for around 6,000. Then once it's worth more than my initial investment of $6,000, I sell, and I've lost no money on the investment. From there forth, I have free equity, and a lot less stress or anxiety with the investment. Wait until one NFT is worth enough for it to make a significant boost to your quality of life, and then sell it. Keep the third NFT if you believe in the project's long-term success to avoid FOMO, or sell it also. When you sell your NFT, you will have the Ethereum sitting in your wallet. Personally, I just leave it in my crypto wallet, but if you feel compelled to reward yourself, take half your earnings and continue to invest in another project. Rinse and repeat to whatever goal you desire. Hopefully, now you have a better understanding of the role NFTs play in our future, how you've been interacting with them most of your life, and maybe even make some money. Now, everything I've said here is from my own personal experience, and I hope you don't expect to just click and get rich, because this stuff takes some serious dedication and a lot more risk than most people are comfortable with. So invest wisely and do your own research. Thank you.